I remember when we first started talking about this, Tyler, many months ago, and I said there was a win-win-win scenario here where Disney got the Fox assets, Comcast got the Sky assets, and Fox shareholders got a higher bid out of each of them, and it looks like we're moving in that direction.
What about Comcast's continued interest in getting Sky? What do you think happens there? And is Sky an asset that Comcast can really make hay with?
Well, I think I'd look at it a little bit from Disney's perspective, and does it make sense for Disney to continue to bid aggressively for the Sky asset now that Comcast, or I should say, give Fox permission to bid for the Sky asset, given Comcast's superior bid now? And I really think it makes sense for Disney to stand down, as I always have, that the Sky asset really does not play to Disney's strengths. They're not about truck rolls. They're not about satellite dishes or set-top boxes or managing churn. This is in Comcast's wheelhouse. Comcast can create much more value here. And moreover, Disney has a really great outcome here from a financial point of view if it doesn't look to acquire all of Sky. It can basically, now that the government's required it to sell off the regional sports channels, and presuming that it can sell its 39% of Sky back to Comcast, it could end up here with essentially no more leverage than it has today after completing the Fox transaction. And that's a great outcome for Disney. In terms of Comcast, they need this asset more. It gets them out of the box of being a U.S.-only company, and it is an asset that they can do much more with.
But Tom, I mean, obviously Comcast very much wanted these Fox assets. They saw the value in being in India. I mean, you mentioned international presence. They wanted something beyond the U.S., and those Fox assets would have gotten them there. Hulu also was a valuable asset. Longer term, are we going to look back and say Comcast missed its opportunity to make a strategic pivot that it needed to make in order to be competitive in this new world of media?
Well, there's some chess here to play out still. Disney could bid higher for Sky, even if it doesn't think it's going to get it. That forces Comcast to bid higher, ultimately giving Disney the opportunity to get more for its Sky shares. Effectively, a higher bid allows Disney to pay itself back at a higher rate. But remember, Disney has to face Comcast here on the Hulu 30% that Comcast owns, has to face Comcast on the content that Disney has tied up in Sky that it would very much want back for international distribution purposes. And so Comcast has some leverage here in terms of ultimately where this goes. Would they have preferred to get the Fox asset? Yes. But Comcast has been dogged by regulatory, political issues that everybody knows has been a constraint at various times as to what they could do. And that constraint continues to be there in that Disney's deal has been regulatorily greased in the U.S. Comcast isn't. And for them to put forward a bid at this point for the Fox assets, they would have had to bid much, much higher to make people stop and think that it was worth waiting for.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.